Let's go. World record setup. Ooh. Whoops. Thanks, Ice. I'm bugging on this attack. So bad. Welcome nonsense. That's awesome. The carts are, in my opinion, like, maybe the best part of the game. Lots of fun. It's a good idea for preparation for Super Mega Kart, definitely. Yeah, definitely save acceptance. And I almost might recommend doing the glitch carts before acceptance, because that'll just sharpen your precision, most likely, to apply to the rest of the game. And given that the deathless carts are like more lenient overall, it's gonna feel a lot easier, or I think. But there's no getting around. The big difficulty is going to be learning the final world in Tower of Ascension without practice and with the nerves every time. It's a special thing, but luckily it's not too precise. Though, I mean, honestly, it kind of does suck that some of the most precise stuff is the final world. And I guess same thing with Super Mega Kart, huh? Imagine if there was a super glitch cart. I can only dream. Because that would mean there's a special final world that you could only play after after like a casual player would take like 30 minutes to an hour to like just to get to like the final world. Because assuming you have infinite lives, it would just be a time sink. And then the final world's the hardest one. And then imagine having to do that whole compilation cart of the glitch carts deathless as an achievement. Oh, that would be so cool. Unfortunately, not real. Retrograde cart, is that Rubble Bobble? No, number 8? Color palette's similar, but I don't remember if that actually tracks. Hey, Deem. It is, yeah. That is honestly one of the hardest. If not, like, generally considered to be the wonkiest, most awkward. I think my streams show up when you search this up. Like, somehow my VODs are like come up as recommended, just like a video. Yeah, definitely a VOD then. Yeah, have fun, nonsense. I guess it's a little debatable. It's definitely dependent on the player too, but I mean, like, I can't imagine people on average spending, or I can't imagine that, like, collectively people on average spend more time on the night than on Sans. I mean, maybe I can. Is it more damage punishing than Sans is? I mean, like, people, like, assuming you're playing the night fight, a lot of players have beaten Sans before. If you've beaten Sans before, I cannot imagine, like, put it this way, I can't imagine if you've beaten Sans before, played through Undertale, and got, like, decent at the bullet dodging in that game, that you come into the night and spend more time on it. Like, I almost can't believe that. I mean, I guess the hard fights in Undertale are soul modes. They're not red soul. And this is like a red soul fight. Does it matter? Maybe I'm thinking too deep. And Sans is a longer fight. And it kind of gets harder, like, the longer it goes. Progression is similar, like, if you waste time healing, you're not dealing damage, or you're not attacking, thus progressing the fight. But, assuming you have a halfway decent equipment setup, I mean, it doesn't really take many more, like, it won't really take, like, more than 15 turns. Sans is more than 15. Don't know how many, but no. Anyways. I actually didn't mean to press left. Problem on this one too, if you're not grazing, the attack lasts way longer. And by not grazing, I mean if you take damage, there's even more swords, so... You know what, just let it be. Yeah, this is a visually, like, it's just beautiful, this fight. Like, what a Knight remix. Well, what am I doing? Let's do a phase 3 no-hit. I got through every hard thing and then, like, got too comfortable. Oh. Sorry. But I should have got hit. I just need to go simple up and down, like... There is no benefit to, like, doing diagonal. Yay. I, like, didn't see the vertical sword. There's another track. It's different depending on the route. I might like the other one better. The party member doesn't make a difference. You can choose, you can customize the party in either route to be anything. I'm almost thinking, do I want to choose a party that is weak on purpose? I don't know how long the fight will last though. Well, I could see actually. Let me just try winning the fight like with a weak party. Like Chris and Rouse is the weakest duo. You have to just get crits only. At least TP doesn't really matter. Honestly, I'd love to not worry about TP at all. Like, honestly. Okay. That's enough. Okay. Birdly a playable character? You mean like a party member? I don't know if we're gonna get another party member. I'd be kind of shocked at this point since we haven't so far. I could see maybe like the weird route we somehow do, but even then, I'm not convinced. I could see a secret. I don't know if it would be a secret. Maybe one special case. If anything, I'm like Jockington. Probably the dumbest thing, but like, why can I just imagine him being the most useful? He's supposedly athletic. He's got something going for him. And he grows the beard, which implies something. Caddy, I mean, like, maybe the low-key thing is Caddy. People thought Caddy and Jockington already. I mean, if they were gonna be a party member, I guess it'd be during or post-festival chaos. But speaking of chaos, thank you for the raid, Chronic Chaos. I hope you had a fun stream, whatever you're doing. Welcome. You haven't finished chapter 4? Okay, your soonest convenience. Absolutely must. Hello, Evelyn and Tonka Blinks. It's time to watch. Okay, I'm gonna do phase 3 no-hit, then actually I'll just do phase 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 I meant to say, 1 each. Maybe try to do multiple in a row. The wind is visible. Oh! Wait a second. Have I forgotten? I have like loose memories. Honestly, I still somehow feel more attached to the name Visible than Enox. I just came up with some BS. No, I'm pretty sure I know, but I don't want to name drop people. It's somebody's cousin. I'm pretty sure. I forgot about your like later aliases. And if I'm wrong, that's embarrassing and I'm very sorry. Instinctually deduct. I've played a lot of things very similar to this, is the answer, for a lot of duration. And a lot of aspects of it, for whatever reason, are just satisfying to execute, to the point where it's like an addicting loop for me. For most people, it's just frustrating. And that's partially why I like it so much, is the fact that other people find it so difficult. It makes me feel like it's okay to fail, more so. So it takes some pressure off. But then I like adding self-imposed pressure by going for like no-hit runs or long endurance perfection runs. Definitely my thing on all fronts. I'm just doing practice right now. Luckily, there is a very convenient practice mode. This attack is so hard to perceive for me. The angles are very deceiving. Okay, finally. Okay, no bad pattern on that one. Nice. Oh, I went up too soon. I was going too fast. I need to practice this a little bit more. I want the origin to spawn on the border. If I transition too quickly, then the gaps I have to work with are too small. Okay, I can do it. And this is very similar to Undertale. It's just a mod of the current hardest boss fight in the ongoing episodic game that is the second in, you could say second in the Undertale series, Deltarune. I think it is going to, once it's finished, I mean it already kind of is, be better than Undertale was. Yeah, it's modded to be harder. Well, that's what mods are usually, especially in like, well, I mean, kind of just in any game, but especially if it's like a reflex game or otherwise like sort of precision game, the mods that people make are greater in difficulty or equivalent to like the hardest difficulty stuff in the vanilla game, because while players looking for more, in order to keep it interesting, you sort of need a challenge. And once you've mastered the vanilla game, nothing in the original can really, well, keep your interest anymore in the same way. Okay, I'm like, gotta focus. Not to say that's the case in this game. Like, there's a lot of challenges I still want to do in the vanilla game, but nonetheless, people make mods that are more difficult, and it honestly helps you get better at the base game for obvious reasons. Oh, jeez. No. Oh, please, do not feel bad. Do not feel obligated to stay whatsoever. Go to sleep. Have a nice rest. Thank you for chatting even for a little bit of time. I appreciate you listening. It's my explanation of what it is that intrigues me about this nonsense. Yeah, I gotta get better. Honestly, hard pill to swallow, I need to practice Soul Splitter more. My reactions are not, or my instincts, if you will, are not bulletproof, not calibrated. I need to identify my instincts. lot of it seems to be moving too early. Hey, welcome, Endo. I looked at chat in a bad attack. I'm staying too close to the edge is my problem. I just happen to be on this one. Like, my reactions are just not what they're cracked up to be, what they used to be cracked up to be. Not sure what. Ooh. Not what they're usually cracked up to be. Oh yeah, no, watch the beginning of this stream. I was silent for like 10 minutes on that shit. Like, oh. Just get boom, 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 hit after hit after, oh my god. I gotta not kid myself about my consistency. Like, I like to think that my reactions are strong and I shouldn't have to react to this, but for whatever, it's not just about reactions. It's like processing in the right way. Well, processing and then responding in the right way. Hey, welcome, Puff. It honestly is really fun. I feel like am I misremembering? I feel like I dodge it at such like a higher consistency with less like feeling of the wires getting crossed in my brain at the beginning. This comes back to a concept where I don't know the best way to explain it, but when something is like at the edge of your reflexes and you're just raw reacting to it, you're not so familiar with it. In a way, it can almost be easier, and it's like you're buffering the inputs. But once you can process it faster, and your mind goes like... It's almost like thinking faster than you can speak. It's like I'm reading what to do faster than it actually occurs, and then it requires more conscious input for some reason, and then it... Like I say, the wires get crossed. That's what seemed to happen over time on this. I mean, such is the nature of, like, fast reflex requiring things. Shut your brain off? Yeah, maybe I just gotta stop thinking. Maybe some things are better unconscious, and some things are better conscious. I've actually thought that before in other things. Like, the goal is to make... Is the goal to make everything unconscious? I don't think so. Well, some things are more awkward when doing them consciously than not. And what does that depend on? I don't know. A lot of things. But yeah, let me just, like, not think at all. Okay, the pattern was too easy. Bro, you're so right. Just anticipate nothing. That's the problem. Honestly, that really is the problem, because on Sans 2x speed, you want to know the biggest reason, the absolute biggest reason why it's hard to no-hit phase 2 is the existence of the Blue Bones attack. The fact that you have to have the peak blitzkrieg reactions, but then have the control to not move, to react to not move, like 1 out of 15 times or whatever, 1 out of 10 times. like 90+% of things you need to move instantly, but there's just the edge case where you have to stay still. And if you're not trained to do both things, it requires like special. It's so bad. I hated it so much. We know how to read it. It is true, we know how to read it. I guess because I've gotten hit on Soul Splitter 3 in weird ways, it's gotten me second guessing. And ironically, when I do, and the ways I get hit in Soul Splitter 3 is by moving too early and then overcompensating by moving too late, particularly between the first and second wave of teeth of a pattern. And in this, when I was just messing up earlier, I was moving sideways into, like, I was moving too early, mainly. I have to not think about over or under compensating in any way. Throw that out the window. That is maybe that's an overall bad habit to have. Like, it's good to know what you overall trend towards, but if you have to consciously be like, all right, I'm gonna undercompensate my natural inclination here, like, that is recipe for disaster. Yeah, like the only like tight-ish gap on Soul Splitter 3 is the first one. The way that I like to think of it now is get into the gap early, like see it ahead of time, and then react to moving out of the way at almost the last second of the second column. Anyways, play more than describe. Describing isn't gonna get me better. I'm talking to myself, not like saying like you should stop describing the attacks. That's not what I mean. I got to do some phase no-hits, mainly so that I remember the turn order. And I think this will increase my confidence overall on the attacks, because yesterday I was just in single attack hell for most of it, and my confidence was getting shattered. I will never be able to unsee that now. I know, like, no, but it was messing me up not knowing that myself, but this is what Ralsei said, knowledge being cursed. Some things you just, like, once you know it, it's hard to not, like, once you're, I'm going crazy. Okay. You make a good, like, overall though, you make a good case, Puff, to basically don't overthink it, especially in the moment. Any knowers? Oh god. Anything I feel like particularly Swords 3 for oh. Nah, just go for it. Just do them. What am I... I kept thinking I knew when the attack was going to end. It's 6 rotating slashes, I'm pretty sure. But also I should never... Especially if I haven't already memorized that, why would I ever think I know? Nice. Phase 3. Phase 2 plus Phase 3. Ay, ay, ay. If that one bullet that I got hit by wasn't there, I'm pretty sure I had a clearing. Easiest pattern ever seen in mankind's history? Yeah, yeah. Oh, no. This is where my lack of hold breath experience like might be getting me fucked. Maybe that's cope. I'm just not... I can't decide whether or not I want to do slow soul or not. Stars 3, there's an argument that it could be nerfed. There is an argument, but given it's like, I don't know. I'm probably the most hesitant to agree with that, but like, I could see it and wouldn't be upset about it. I still personally somehow find it to be a skill issue when I get hit. But that is just my nature. Oh my god. Like, I see a universe where I could react to that. But that also might just be code. I think there is... I think the black pill is that there's a high skill ceiling on dodging these patterns. Would you have to spend like a dozen hours just analyzing and botting out, just unconscious dodging, learning, just getting the grooves of the pattern recognition deep into your brain? Yeah. But it's just there's so many different cases. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. Like, it is the opposite of that. I can almost do sort of the same thing a lot of the time. I'd say this is, without a doubt, the most, like, controversial attack to be the way that it is after the rebalancing of the fight. But this is the weird route version, which wasn't really made with no-hit greatly in mind, I believe. I heard. I'm probably the person with the most, like, regular star, or like, most vanilla Stars 3 experience. I think that's the main reason I can see ways out on otherwise, like, totally overwhelming to other people's stuff. Although, I don't know, maybe Gon has reading ability that I didn't actually take stock of, like, how bad the pattern was in his no-hit. No, for sure, this is going to be the least consistent thing for most people. If they wanted it to improve, the amount of effort is a lot. You pretty much just have to hope for not a slot pattern. I personally won't argue for it to be nerfed, but I understand that sentiment. Oh, I almost just... Oh, what even happened? I barely do. It just happens. It feels cool, though. Or I barely do myself, I should say. Wait, why am I doing this twice? Every attack twice in a row. For phase 3, that is. That's not how I normally dodge that. We'll take it. Ouch. I gotta remember that moves fast. Oh, no one found a, like, amazing strat for, what is it, Diamond Storm, right? I personally stand by my constant moving strat and starting at the right wall and moving when this, the first column's about to hit me, and then it's going back and forth. What do I do? Well, let me analyze it and then see if the simplest way to describe what happens. Okay. I dodge the first 5 swords, alternating my direction, dodging through a column each. But then once... Hold on. The more I think about it, the harder it is to, like, execute right. Basically, at the ending, the last, like, what is it, 4 or 5 swords? Like, at a certain point, I do dodge 2 swords in one fell swoop across the box. It's like, as they start to accelerate. Yeah, you don't need to think about it the same way. I have, like, the gaps that I go through at the beginning. But my spacing always ends up to where I can move right and dodge 2 swords, and then move left, dodge 2 swords, and then there's, like, 1 left over. But it ends off at such a good point in the pattern. I'm definitely sweeping too much. I don't need to cover this much distance in the early part. Oh, let's go, Lexi. Not surprised. I saw you streaming for a while. I am about to do some actual attempts, I think. And we'll see if there's, like, blind spots in what I need to practice a little bit, but I don't want to overdo it. Or not that you can, but I'd like to see if I can have decent attempts. At least, like, one far run. You're welcome. I'm glad I found that. I don't think I got hit. I keep forgetting I'm doing phase no-hit. That was dumb. I've been tempted to call it B-side because that's shorter than a weird route by a little bit. And I'm obsessed with, like, finding the shortest terms for certain things in describing. Yeah, sounds like she just got it. Oh, my worst thing is trying to go in between on ones like that, or I shouldn't. Should I even worry about that fucking attack? Just, like, get by it. I just need to get past it. The Ultra Cope is I'll care more about it in the run, and so I'll do better when it's actually, when the stakes are real. It's a complete lie, probably, but in the run, you only gotta do it one time in a row. It's a different mindset than in practice, where you're kind of like caring about proving consistency. Copium. No, this shit does not apply to most things, if anything. Okay. Oh my god, I hesitated deciding if I wanted to go between. I needed to decide if I went up or down, like, instantly on that shit. No, oh my god, this shit. Wrong choice, bucko. Oh my god, oh my god. What? Okay, new strategy. Literally look at the soul the entire time and nowhere else. And just see in peripheral vision only. Why is it working better? Is it just luck? Okay, I'm gonna do phase 3. No, that's the only thing. I should do like one no-hit of phase 3 into phase 4. Hope. Oh, I could have read it. Like when I get hit, it's like always understandable. It's like, oh yeah, that was pretty overwhelming. But every time I'm like, oh, I just barely didn't process that. Nice. Easy. Little sketch, but under control. Nice. Woo! Okay, chain phase 2 at the end of it. ouchie. The fucking moving sideways into it. I hate doing that. It feels like it shouldn't even be possible. My perception is off. Please. Oh, that moving left actually might have been clutch, and that was the first time I've done that. Those were good instincts right there. Okay. Code. Oh, thanks, Puff. I appreciate the hype. The hype, Manning. I'm trying not to get too excited. I want to... I gotta keep it cool so that I'm cool in the run. As in, like, not over nervous. Ouch. Forget it, forget it. I know how to dodge it. I know how to dodge it. Oh, I just want to see if I can do a bad pattern on multi-slash 3. That is really unfortunate, Lexi. What? I shouldn't have dodged that. That's the shit where it's hard. I just needed to not be in that particular gap. Okay. Okay. Preference to dodging things left versus right. Honestly, I think the left side of the screen because my second monitor is on the right side. If for any reason. Okay. Anything I need to revisit? Like, what's Frenzy 1? Oh yeah, okay, it's that. Swords 1. I haven't done this in a minute. Gotta remember the rhythm on the spawn. There is no-hit dialogue. I did spoil myself with Gon's run, but it's okay. Somewhat arguably, Dean, some might think it could be Gerson. I don't know. Given like to just beat Gerson, the damage fall off, there's a case to be made. It's like, yeah, it's probably harder to beat the Knight. I don't think people take as long on Gerson as they do the Knight. Is there some other boss I'm forgetting? I'd say most people consider this the hardest boss. Yeah, I don't think I just need to remember what party do I want to do? That's the thing. Just a regular party? That is... I can see that though, Puff. Because Red Soul's the majority of the game, like you're sort of gaining skill on that all the time. hypothetic or in theory. But Green Soul, if with like no experience or very little experience, it gets pretty advanced. Oh, you skipped phase 3. I kind of want to do a party that might make it last longer, but I don't know how much of a mistake that would be, and I don't know how long it would last. Like, Chris and Ralsei, where it's only just pure crits and low damage. How many times would I have to repeat? What attacks even repeat? I don't even know. Is it phase 3 and 4, or what? That'd be stupid to go for it first. I think I should just go normal at first. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Okay. Oh, well. I would like that, but I'm not sure. I kind of want at least slightly suboptimal party. About Chris and Noelle, the classic weird route. I mean, or Ellie meaning Noelle. The Des nickname. The one on the, from that like one newsletter. I kind of want to do a different party. Okay, I'm going to restart the game and decide proper. No, I mean, it's not like everyone... I mean, just like any nickname, not everyone, like, wants it. And some are... Not in that case, it's not much of a stretch, but sometimes people have a bit of a stretch of a nickname. How much less damage would Chris and Noelle alone be? The thing is, I barely have to worry about TP because she does pretty much Rude Buster damage without needing much. Let's just see. I'll do a standard run first. Gon did Vanilla Party. Oh, it's 8 TP even, not even 25. Gee. I forgot. It's fine, just one more hit. didn't do my strat right, but improv'd it. Oh my goodness. Can't find the crit. Whoa. Forgot about that attack. Is that Frenzy 1? I remember now. Okay. Fair enough, Endo. Gotta remember this attack's coming up. Okay, is it Frenzy 1 now? No, it's this. Now? Oh, the dialogue? Yeah, I just keep skipping the dialogue. I could remember without. Trust. But thank you for the reminder, and oh god. Here I go. End my misery. Get me out of here. Why I couldn't get hit? Let me go in practice mode and actually just like study. What are the problem ones? I haven't even like committed this to memory. What are the ones I need to remember? Quick Slash. It's a second one. It's right after Starstorm. Right after Starstorm 2. Hey, error. That would I thought it was about to happen for real, Puff. That was ridiculous. I wonder, yeah, if Kristen involves all turns. You don't have to worry about grazing. Like, it's nice. I bet it probably is. Okay. What was the thing I got? Yeah, Quick Slash is what I got semi-screwed on. And Tunnel 1 is right after Soul Splitter. Okay, okay. Anything else? Oh, okay. Frenzy 3 is right after Swords 3. Right after the... Okay. Can I remember that? I just want to do this a couple times just to make sure. Mainly just the beginning part. Also, if you watch Gon's No-Hit, which fair if you don't want to like accidentally spoil on the final dialogue, but he does do something like very similar. I don't know if it was based on my strat or if dude found it himself. I didn't ask. Or for like the beginning part, I'm pretty sure he holds X the whole time. It's true, once you have a memorized consistent method for yourself, you don't have to worry about it. You've come a long way from the final attack being like the hardest thing. Okay. Almost. I'm learning. I've gotten better at not forgetting to skip the intro. Let's just beat the fight first with Chris and Noel, though. It's true, Endo. No one has more aura than you on it. No debate. Okay, okay. Fucking please remember this. I'm forgetting that there's something to remember completely, and that is what. It's because there's too much time between. Too much time between. Here we go. I could save it better than I am. Die. Just die. Honestly, do I even care? You know what? Or I was gonna say I would just do no hit. Oh no, I can switch it now. Fuck it. We don't know how long the fight's gonna last. Oh my god. That was dodgeable actually if I held left. But that was kind of ridiculous. The density there. Kaizo Knight is unsettlingly sentient seeming. Let's put it that way. He forgot. It doesn't matter. Not reading the... What are we doing? Sir! You're scuffing it! What? Oh, okay. Couldn't last. I was not memorized. I had not memorized anything. But that, okay. I do have some consistency on the attacks, kind of. Let's do some more... Let me actually do some more phase no-hits. Because I think that's probably the most constructive thing I could do. The heart rate's got to go down a bit. Yeah, that was... Okay, that's so... I was looking for something like that. I felt like it was possible. But I was like... Am I coping? The multi-slot, so much was bad, but like the raw reactions and adrenaline were saving. But it requires a little... The focus I didn't have by the time I got to Soul Splitter 3 to not biff the initial timings there. Whew. Yeah, I'm sorry to stress. That was probably so stressful to watch. I like had little expectations. I'm like, come on, this has got to end, right? The fact that I got past Star 3, though, are you kidding me? Right? Oh, yeah, because Soul Splitter 3, yeah, wow. I don't know how long the attack, or the fight lasts, though. Okay. Phase 2, Phase 3. I need to do full phase multiple times in a row. And maybe not look at the... Ah. No worries, Sai. Is it like... Gon played on a different version. His swords weren't white, so it was like a slightly previous version. Oh, he wasn't on no-hit mode. Never mind. Oh, no, I think... Or is that due to, like, changing the... Oh. Late night gaming. I think that's... I was thinking maybe I'm wrong about the swords being white having to do with version. Crash does not happen on no-hit. Oh, got you, Sai. Okay, well, I'm gonna practice a little bit. Could have gone if you were using base fun gang. Like, well, now I'm like, do we just go Rouse only? I mean, no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Or sorry, it would be, actually, yeah. Well, you could go Chris only, no X slash, if you really want to be stupid. But, no. I don't want to worry about stupid, weaker weapons, like, on the... No. Although, I just don't want to spend too much... That's the thing, like, I actually really love this mod, but I don't want to spend... I really want to move on to vanilla practice, or vanilla game practice, so that I could do, perhaps, chapters 1 through 4. Maybe even... Is it possible to get all recruits and do the markless run? And is it possible to get the markless dialogue on PC? I thought I tried to look that up and couldn't get a definitive answer. But no-hitting the markless run seems like an interesting idea. But anyways, I would love to get cracking in the Kucher mod and just practice all the encounters in the game. You cannot get markless on PC. Oh, the code is like doesn't exist. It's in the code but doesn't work. Oh no. Well, still could do it for the sake of it. I really want to do the final nail in the coffin for Roaring Knight, though. That did not need to... I mean, it's not even a nail in the coffin. It's something beyond that, but for some reason I'm obsessed with that and need to get it done. But I think I'm now considering, like, Chris and Ralph's run? How long would that be on this? That's not, like, all the way insane, but it's, like, the worst two-party you can do. You did a really long no-hit on Spamton, right? You just didn't do the weakest hits? I think, if I'm not mistaken, you said something like, if someone did it, you would match it. I could be misremembering the... You did. How long would the Spamton thing be? I mean, I kind of want to do those challenges on every boss anyways, because that's just a good practice for full game. Please don't do this. No, you don't need to... Please, no. Like, I was going to say, you don't have to match it. You have a lot of things you could otherwise do that are probably fun, and not, like... But if you felt like it... It's not to just taunt you, but, like, I would like to... If I'm doing it on the night, I kind of have to do it on all the other bosses, right? True, I haven't even considered no hold breath on this fight. I'm probably gonna get multiple no-hits. I think I want to just get a no-hit that isn't that close to the hardest thing, but I don't want to do a no-hit of the fastest way, I think, on this boss. It's kind of weird. I'm indecisive. I think I want to do the two-party no-hit, though, with the classic Snowgrave party as my first one. Or do Delta Lock, base stats run, base weapons, no armor, hidden HP, What is Delta Lock? Oh wait, I only just learned what Nuzlocke finally meant. It's like, I don't know what it would mean in Deltarune context. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured in this way. If a party member dies, they perma-die? Oh. Well, I would just practice for no-hit. Then then you don't have to worry about it. Or unless I'm... Wait, oh, okay. Puff likes your idea of brutal challenges, I believe. Okay. I'm kind of just sitting here doing nothing. Let me do what I can to memorize the attack order. Without looking at the text, because first I'd have to like memorize what the text meant. I mean, even though it kind of hints at it, I'm just being silly. Justifying my laziness. No, you did not, Puff. You like challenge. So do I. Well, I knew you were quoting. I guess I thought, like, you slightly meant, at least, like, what you were quoting. My bad. Now, I've made it... What is it? A severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. Crash is fixed. Let's go. I will download momentarily. Ouch. Okay, let's do it. Oh, wait. Didn't say it had been posted yet. My fault. I think I just need to stare at the turn order. This is the silliest thing, but genuinely. Starstorm 2 is the start of phase 2. That I know. That's easy to know. Quick Slash is right after. The only thing that can cement it in memory is like experiencing it or paying attention to the dialogue and knowing what it all means. And yeah, I'm sorry about that, Turbo. Damn. Obviously, I don't know how difficult that is, but I'm assuming ridiculous. Well, you said it's one of the hardest in the world. And that's like about 25 seconds. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's like, proper to say after someone has a, like, really bad choke in something. Because, I don't want to say choke, but like, for like just to like have a shortened phrase. But, because I would say, I would try to be encouraging and be like, of course you can still do it. But the reality is you can sort of lose care about a challenge if, like the wrong, just a bad enough thing happens like that, or like series or like huge drought or like series of events. I don't, has that happened to me? I mean, I've definitely had, so I mean, when I went for No-Hit Sans 1.5 speed way back when, I don't know how many people know this, but I did have a choke on the final Gaster Blaster spin a month before I actually did the no-hit. I think I took it decently well for the time, but I was heartbroken. And I actually did drop the challenge for a little bit because, I mean, not because I gave up on it entirely, but I just sort of like lost the spark a bit. And then I saw Cub do no-hit Flowey second in the world, or Cub Fleetionist, and that re-inspired me to go back and do it. So like it like relit the spark. You kind of have to, basically, the point I wanted to get to in the beginning is like, don't force yourself, but also I think you could still receive joy from winning. Some people say they're convinced they won't feel anything if they complete their challenge after like such a bad event happens, and that might be true. If like you're resigned to that mindset, I can't like argue anybody out of that. Not that, and you're not even, I know you're not saying any of this, I'm just like assuming a perspective. Okay, I'm catching up on chat. Sorry, I wasn't like, I was just focused on what I was saying. You have dropped multiple challenges because of that. That is fair. I think I have forced myself to stick through things, but I haven't had that many terrible fails. Beyond, well, as no-hit Asriel, I got hit on like the nothing attack after the what's supposed to be impossible attack. But that was luckily only like an hour or two before the actual no-hit happens. So it's not as bad. But if you have like a really bad fail followed by a very long drought, I can't say I've had that. And I don't know that I can see that being like ruining. Anyways. Let me get that fix. Oh, it fixed. Oh, let's go. I think the mod might be entirely clean. Fingers crossed. Not jinxing it. Okay. I have to verify my integrity of files before I download. But first I have to sign into Steam. I wasn't logged in. Sheesh, I'm running out of time. No, it's probably not happening today. Or most definitely not. Nah, Turbo, I don't see it that way. Yeah, you sparked good to like, and I I feel bad that like when I go on like a tangent, I'm like not paying attention to the chat and then I like miss stuff. I wish I could give full attention to everything and like respond exhaustively to every message. But I've almost done that in the past, but if you do that, you basically never play the game, and after like it spends, your brain gets spent quite quickly, and it's really hard to be focused. It's just an overwhelming experience. Purple background is usually fuzzy, but uh yeah, but yeah, don't worry about it, Turbo, please. Like we're all part of. I'm like not progressing my okay, Delta Patcher, but challenge gaming discussion in general, like I want to hear about it. Even if it doesn't have to be like directly related to the stuff that's on screen or that I've personally done. Okay. Non-thorn ring, no. Okay, you've locked it. You've locked it, Sai. That's what we're doing. I can't make decisions on my own. Here we go. I was thinking of like what is an aura choice. That's not necessarily like the hardest thing. All right, is that actually weaker than Ralsei? Is it? How do I change her? Do I have to spam and save edit? Because I can't edit her as a party member, right? Or what am I doing? Still very strong spell. It would be aura though. Yeah, you can't edit Noel unless, or if Noel was the party that I selected. Switch. Okay. Got it. Dude, before even... Okay. Well, that's like the only... Wait, I can... Oh, really? Oh! Oh my... Oh no, but the difference. Snow ring or freeze ring? Because freeze ring we get through... Well... Ooh. I hope that's true, Lexi. The weirdest thing that you could do is be on the weird route and then use non-weird route related equipment with the quintessential weird route character. Thank goodness, she says. I doubt Noelle is as weak as Ralsei, especially using her spell. Now, attacking only? Absolutely, I'm pretty sure is the weakest character. Let's just see, let's see. Do an attack, Noelle. Okay, but like actually hit a crit. I still haven't seen her crit damage because I've missed every damn time in the past as well. Now let's see it. Oh my god, no! It's literally Chris with Blade. Okay. Okay. That's not so bad. You know what? This actually isn't that bad. And yeah, like, normal route, yeah, would be worse. But luckily, it's normal route. In that case, hold breath. Oh my lord. Tunnel 1 is the hardest attack ever, because no memory. Okay, let me just, like, not skip the dialogue and just try to soak it in and know what it means. Why did I do that? Whoa, 10 damage. die. Remember to have Jevil's tail on and other magic stuffs? True. Oh wait, I can edit the... I forget I don't need to reset. I'm sorry, I don't remember the full extent of when I don't need to restart the game. Luckily, it's quick. Okay. Did I save after... Or no, I have to pick the party, though. Because I don't think the party saves. But... Should I still have Silverwatch? Oh, wait. Someone else is wearing Jevil's tail. I think it's Susie, probably. Yes. Is there a better thing I should be using? Honestly, nah, just Silverwatch and Jevil's tail, I guess. Oh. No hit. We go again. Yeah, that first damage doesn't matter. Yeah, we had to have the funny bit. Whoops. That's crazy. Should I just hold X through? Should I just do it? Nah. I just keep, not... Okay. Tunnel one's after this, I'm pretty sure. I keep forgetting, I haven't, like, shown myself do it proper one time. Nope, it's after this. Remember to read the dialogues. Even though I don't know what they mean, I can start learning what they mean. At least. Oh, wow. It's the first time in a while I've, like, misread one of those. The perceptions are waning in accuracy. Ah. Why'd I defend? I'm hesitating to like end the game right now. I shouldn't really play much more. It's responsible. Go to bedtime, sadly. Yeah. I was losing track of time. And kind of overwhelmed and not like, my brain was like scattered for the last like 30 minutes. But I proved my skill decently, I think. And to the point where I don't want to do the fastest no-hit anymore. I think I will do solo Noel. Because that actually seems like that seems to at least guarantee, probably, that I see all the attacks. And it's probably the easiest single party member no-hit you could do. Stars 4. I might need to check that out more, because I definitely have gotten hit and like found it difficult to read at times. The Chris in question. Did I say Noel was the most difficult? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot X slash. Forgot it. Susie is the second hardest, mainly because of TP reasons. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Puff. That was really enjoyable discussion. X slash did seem crazy. Okay. I'm considering Ralsei only. That's probably too much. Just do settle with Noel. It fits thematically with Weird Route, and it's not the hardest thing, and it's a solo party member. Okay, done. See ya. Good night. Thank you. Bye bye.